Hello everybody, welcome back. So yeah, it's been a while, good long while, but yeah, I'm back from my little hibernation that I did for a couple of weeks for the first month of 2026. Yeah, not off to a good start. I know, I'm not I'm not off to a good start right now, but um as I don't know if you've seen the post I made on my channel. It's not like a video. It's like a little update thing that you can do. I think you'll have to be on a computer to see it. I don't think you'll be able to see it on a TV. But I've been taking a bit of a break. You know, I'm focusing on college right now, trying to get shit done, and I'm also taking driving lessons. I'm trying to learn how to drive. So I got a lot of shit going on. But I promise I will be releasing a new video soon. I'm currently working on Silent Hill. I'm getting back into that because I started that series back in November, so I need to get that shit done. But yeah, this is a little story time about a very weird Halloween that I had about 2 years ago, coming up to around 2 years ago since this happened now. It was Halloween 2024, and fuck me, I could not have... This doesn't even sound real, this story, and I promise you it is real, and I'm not making this up, I promise. So Halloween 2024, I heard there was a party going on by this girl. I don't really know what name to give her, to be honest. Let's just call her the one-leg girl, because she actually had her leg amputated, because she had like a really bad, I don't know exactly what happened to her, but I know she had to have her leg surgically removed. So, you know, I'm not making fun of her for that. You know, it's not fun. But I didn't like her because of the way she was. She was not exactly nice to me. I hated most of the people from my old school. They were all dicks. But, yeah, well, so this girl, I heard she was having a party. And I made a plan I asked to be invited, of course. You know, I was like, can I come? You know, I thought, fuck it, why not? Do something on Halloween for once. And she said no. Big fucking surprise there. I'm not surprised at all. She was... Me and her did not like each other. I don't know what the fuck I expected, to be honest with you. But, I was also in college at the time. I just started my first year of college, so that was quite fun. Before I dropped out, of course, and spent the last year just making shit videos on YouTube. And I thought, fuck it, I made up this like little evil, like Disney villain plan to go crash her party. I don't know what the fuck I expected, to be honest, but I thought, fuck it, why not? So I actually went through the effort of getting a costume. So I got this weird ass slasher mask that I still got today as it goes, a black hoodie and some jeans, and I walked down to this. Apparently it was meant to be a flat on this really popular street in the town I live in, and I went in and there's this block of flats that I thought the party was in, and as I walked in there were these two dudes at the bottom of the flat block smoking cigarettes with the door open. And in flats in the UK you have to buzz a flat to be let in, and I asked if I was able to go in, and they were like, yeah, sure, and they just let me in. And I knew what apartment to go into because there were these two other people outside the door of that specific flat that were just smoking and drinking, and there was music coming in, so I knew that was one that was having a party. So I thought, fuck it, let me just go in. So I walked in, and there were gotta be about 15 people roughly, just drinking, smoking, and all that. I just sat in the living room of this flat on my own, completely, not knowing what the fuck to do. I didn't recognize anybody there. They all looked about 20 odd as well. They were in their mid-20s. They were drinking, they were smoking weed. I'm pretty sure someone was doing a line of cocaine in the kitchen as well. It was nuts. I didn't want to bother with anybody. I was just there to crash the party, but I was thinking to myself, if I try doing something chaotic, I'm going to get myself jumped now. So I just hung out there for about 20 minutes. Just someone sat next to me and offered me a joint of weed. I politely declined. I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke cigarettes either. I think it's disgusting, and it was so fucking random. So I looked around, and I thought, this is boring, why the fuck am I here? So I just thought, you know what, let's just leave. So I got the fuck out of there, I walked out, and I met up with some friends later, and then I just spent the rest of the night just talking to them. I was just saying how shit that party was, and there was not much to really crash, because there was no one else there. And then about a week later, I was speaking to my other friend, who had apparently went to the party from the girl who I didn't like, and I said to him, wait, you weren't there? Where the fuck were you? And he told me that it was down the road on the same street that I was on on High Street. So I was like, what the fuck? Where were you? And there was like, and then he said to me, like, you weren't there. What the fuck do you mean I weren't there? You weren't there. And I thought to myself, okay, so I know he weren't lying because I saw on Snap Maps that he was in town at the time of where I was down there. So, and he also showed me proof that he was actually like in that party because the girl who I didn't like was actually in a photo with him. So, whose fucking apartment was I in? So I basically just walked into a stranger's house, a stranger's apartment on a. By the way, this area was known for drug addicts as well. Like there were drug addicts shooting up heroin and shit all over that area. So like, I very well have just could have got myself killed or spiked. So I've just walked into some random ass dude's apartment, and had to have been one of the weirdest Halloweens I've ever had in my life. I'm not even that big on Halloween either. I think it's shit. But fuck me, that was funny. But yeah, that was today's little short story. Just a little quick call, just a little reminder that I'm still alive and that I will be posting more in February. Hopefully that's the plan anyway. And yeah, please expect more videos, and I hope you enjoyed this little story time, and it's good to be back in 2026, so I'll see you guys in the next one.